Christchurch is the third largest city in New Zealand. The city boasts many parks, rivers, coastline, as well as being surrounded by mountains. Christchurch is the oldest city in New Zealand. The city is named after a church in Oxford, England. At 12:51 PM on the 22nd of February 2011, a magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck the Christchurch area of New Zealand, sending a devastating shockwave through the country's then second most populous city. This was the second earthquake to hit the city, the first one hitting the city in September 2010, which had weakened buildings and the city's infrastructure. The second earthquake caused buildings to crumble and collapse, also causing some to catch fire. Whilst New Zealanders are used to earthquakes, engineers estimate that the level of damage sustained in Christchurch was a 1 in 200 year event. The earthquake killed 185 people, 10,000 buildings needed to be demolished, whilst 100,000 needed repair, as well as the city's core infrastructure including roads, bridges, utilities and phone lines were damaged. Among the many heritage buildings to be damaged or destroyed was the iconic Christchurch Cathedral in the city centre. This heritage building was completed in 1904 and is one of the most famous buildings in the city. Rebuilding the cathedral is expected to start soon, with the cathedral standing in a partial destroyed state for the last 10 years. Following the earthquake, many residents left the city, dropping Christchurch's population behind that of Wellington, which then became the country's second largest city. The city's central business district would be closed for 2 years after the earthquake. The earthquake damaged thousands of buildings and homes in Christchurch, forcing the government to embark on a reconstruction project that continues a decade later. Looking around Christchurch, the city's streets, which were once lined with buildings on both sides, now have many streets that have car parks, filling in the gaps where buildings once stood. It isn't just the city centre which has visual reminders of the 2011 earthquake, with suburbs now having vast green spaces where many homes once stood, with streets which were once lined with houses now lie empty. The city also has many new projects in the pipeline, including infrastructure projects, a convention centre, a new football stadium, and restoring heritage buildings. The population of the city has been rising again, as another sign showing the city recovering from the devastating earthquake 10 years ago.